Hey everyone, welcome to Your Learn Lab. I'm Seema, and if you're an IGNOU student, you're in the right place. Here we create videos on different IGNOU courses to help you ace your exams. So hit subscribe and join me on this learning journey. In today's video, we are going to explore the complete syllabus of MEG 3, the British novel, one of the core courses in IGNOU's MA English program. This paper offers you a panoramic view of the British novel from the 18th century beginnings to 20th century postmodernism. Each block focuses on a major author and text, exploring themes, narrative techniques, characters, and critical perspectives. Let's begin our literary journey with Block 1. We begin with Henry Fielding's Tom Jones, a foundational comic novel that blends storytelling, satire, and a rich cast of characters. This block takes you through how fiction as a genre evolved, how we responded as readers, and what themes like virtue, hypocrisy, and identity shape the narrative. You'll also engage with critical and feminist readings, making this a great starting point. Now let's move from satire to subtle irony in Pride and Prejudice in Block 2. Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice explores class, marriage, and personal growth within tightly constructed narrative. These units examine how Austen's context shapes her characters and themes, from the constraints on women to the nuances of social mobility. You'll also explore her narrative technique and how critics have engaged with the novel over time. Let's now turn to a much darker vision of love and society in Wuthering Heights in Block 3. Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights is emotionally intense and structurally complex. These units unpack the novel's dual narrative structure, the turbulent characters, especially Heathcliff and Catherine, and how the novel has been interpreted across 150 years. It's a great example of how Gothic and romantic elements intersect in British fiction. From the moors of Yorkshire, let's shift to the industrial grit of Victorian London in Great Expectations. In Dickens' Great Expectations, we trace Pip's moral and emotional development through a lens of ambition, shame, and redemption. The units explore Victorian ideas of self-help, class, and crime alongside fairy tale elements like mystery and reversal. You'll also look at how societal respectability shapes personal identity. Let's now move on to Block 5 into a more philosophical and interconnected narrative with the Middlemarch. Middlemarch is George Eliot's masterwork, an exploration of idealism, reform, and moral complexity. These units help you navigate the novel's many characters, themes, and social critiques. You'll also explore Eliot's narrative style and philosophical engagement with human choice and consequence. It's rich, layered, and immensely rewarding. From provincial England, we now venture into the heart of empire with Joseph Conrad. Heart of Darkness is a dense, symbolic novel that critiques colonialism and explores the darkness within human nature. These units cover its narrative structure, imagery, and how the text has been read through post-colonial and feminist lenses. The themes of race, empire, and power make it an essential text for contemporary analysis. From colonial Africa, we shift to modernist Ireland with James Joyce in Block 7. Joyce's portrait of the artist is a semi-autobiographical modernist novel. These units walk you through the development of Stephen Dedalus as an individual and artist, the use of stream of consciousness, and the novel's formal innovations. You'll also examine Joyce's commentary on religion, nationalism, and identity. From spiritual crisis in Ireland, we now explore political and racial conflict in colonial India with Forster's A Passage to India. In A Passage to India, Forster explores race, class, religion, and colonial tension. These units unpack how India is represented through British and Indian perspectives, and how race and misunderstanding underpin the novel's conflicts. It's both political and spiritual, ideal for interdisciplinary responses. Let's now conclude with a sharp and compact novel from the postmodern era, the prime of Miss Jean Brodie. Muriel Sparks' novel brings modernist detachment and post-war critique to the classroom setting. These units offer an overview of Sparks' life, her sparse yet suggestive narrative style, and how the novel reflects on control, morality, and education. It's a compact but layered text, perfect for exam prep. That brings us to the end of the syllabus. Let's now take a quick look at the kind of questions that appear on MEG 3 exam. You'll be asked to write essay-style answers, each worth 20 marks. The most common question types are thematic analysis, like the idea of self-improvement, morality, or empire, character-based questions focusing on protagonists or symbolic figures, narrative techniques such as point of view, irony, or structure, historical or critical context including feminist, post-colonial, or philosophical readings. And that brings us to the end of MEG 3 syllabus overview. We've traveled from the beginnings of the English novel to its modernist and postmodern heights. Whether you want to pass with confidence or score with distinction, a focused, block-wise approach is the key. In our upcoming videos, I will walk you through each block with summaries, literary analysis, and exam strategies tailored to IGNOU's pattern. If you like this video and want to see more, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to Your Learn Lab. And join me in the next lesson. Until then, happy learning.